How are you?
We are fine, thank you.
Okay. We'll study our lesson today to continue which we started before the friction force. We'll study today, inshallah, the factors which affect on friction force. The factors that affect on friction force. Who can tell me at first what's the meaning of friction force? Yes, Ashraf. Each other. Okay, thank you very much, Ashraf. Who can tell me again? Yes, Ahmed.
It is the force that exists between two states when they touch each other.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, what is the direction of friction force according to the movement force? Yes? In opposite direction of movement force. Today, inshallah, we'll study the factors that affect on friction force. Okay, if I have a level like that, this is level, and this is a cube. This is our object in this experiment. Okay? In this case, in normal level, the object can move or not?
No.
Why?
Due to the friction
Who can tell me? Yes, left?
Due to the friction force.
Due to the friction force. Who can tell me again, the friction force in this case is higher than movement force or lower than movement force? Yes, Topa.
Is higher than the movement.
Thank you very much. In this case, the friction force is higher than the movement force. So the friction stop or moves?
Stop.
Stop. Excellent. So, if we change this level and we make it inclined. In this case, the object moves?
No.
No, because the friction force. If we increase the inclinedness, can you? What will happen? The object moves. So, in this case, do you think the friction force is higher than movement force or lower than movement force? Yes, Khalid?
Lower than movement.
Lower than movement force. So, by increasing the inclinedness of the level, the friction force, increases or decreases? Decreases. So, the first factor which affects on the friction force is inclined level. Thank you. So the first factor is inclined level. Okay? This is the first factor. So by increasing the inclinedness, the movement force increases or decreases? By increasing the inclinedness, the friction force increases or decreases? Decreases. Thank you very much. Okay. The other factor which affects on friction force, we will discover it together. Okay. If we have, can you rub your hands? Make it, please. Okay, thank you. Make with your finger like that and make that. What do you think about friction force in this case? In this case, with your finger and one hand, is higher than the two hands or lower than two hands? Lower than two hands. Because we use one finger. Because we use a small surface area. So, if I use this sheet of glass and another tile, okay? We will make a friction force or not?
Yes.
This is a friction force. If I use a bigger one, a larger one, it has a larger volume, and make a friction force. In this case, the friction force higher than or lower than? Higher. In this case? Lower than. In this case, lower than. This? Higher than. Is it clear? So the second factor which affect on friction force is, who can tell me? The surface area. Surface area. By increasing the surface area, the friction force increases or decreases? Increases. Increases. Excellent. By decreasing the friction force, by decreasing the surface area, the friction force decreases or increases? Decreases. Thank you very much. So the second factor is, who can tell me? Surface area. And we call the relation between surface area and the friction force is direct relation. Relation. What's the meaning of direct relation? It means that by increasing surface area, increasing the friction force, and by decreasing friction force, decreasing surface. Okay, and vice versa. Okay, is it clear? Who can tell me this, the effect of this factor? Who can tell me? If the surface area increases, what will happen to the friction force? Yes, no? Increases, excellent. And by decreasing the surface area, decreases the friction force. Is it clear? Yes. Okay. We will transfer to the third factors which affect on friction force. Okay? This is type of, I will say not say Q. You will discover it alone. If I have, what do you think about this surface? Is it smooth or rough? Smooth. Okay. And what do you think about this surface? Is it rough or smooth? Rough. Okay. What do you think about the friction force on this surface? Is it high or low? Yes. No. If we use a rough surface, can you move your hand here? Can you move your hand? Okay. Is it slower than this case or not? Which is higher than what you're feeling about friction? In this case, increasing friction, or in this case? In this case. So the rough surface has a high friction force, has high friction force. What is in smooth surface? Low friction force. If I make, this is two glass sheets. If I make them together, okay, is there a friction force or not? Yes. If I make a friction force between this rubber and this surface, the friction force in this case is higher than the glass sheets or lower than? Higher than, because we use what? Smooth surface or rough surface? Rough surface. So in case of rough surface, the friction force increases, and in a smooth surface, the friction force decreases. So the third factor which affect on the friction force is type of what? Material. Excellent. The type of material. So the third factor is type of material. We have another factor which affect on the friction force when your father drive a car, okay, and you get your hand out of the car, okay, what will happen to your hand during the moving of the car? What will happen? you can act. What will happen? It will go at the front or go back. Go back. Stop. If we increases the speed of the car, what will happen to your hand, to your arm? What will happen? It will go front or go back? Go back. Okay? With increasing force or lower force? So by increasing the speed, what will happen to the friction? Increases or decreases? Increases. Excellent. So the force factor which affect on the friction force is the speed. By increasing the speed of the moving object, what will happen to the friction force? Increases or decreases? Increases. And by decreasing the speed of the object, what will happen to the friction force? Decreases. Okay? So the force factor is speed of moving object. So the driver are advised not to increase the speed over a certain limit. Over a certain limit. For what? To decrease the friction force. But after he decreases the friction force, it reduces the combustion of fuel, decreasing the amount of fuels which compensated during the journey. So, what is the relation between inclined level and friction force? It is inversal relation. Inversal, by increasing the inclinedness, decreasing the friction force. And by decreasing the inclined, increasing the friction force. Number 2, surface area. By increasing surface area, the friction force increases. And by decreasing the surface area, the friction force decreases. Number 3, type of material. Type of material, we have 2 types. Rough and smooth. In case of rough, increases or decreases? Decreases. In case of smooth surface, decreases. The first factor, the speed of moving objects. What you said about increasing the speed. What will happen to the friction force? Increases or decreases? Increases. And by decreasing the friction force? Decreases the speed of moving objects. Increasing speed and increasing and decreasing speed. What will happen to the friction force in this case? Increasing speed. What will happen to the friction force? Increases or decreases? Increases. What will happen to the friction force in decreasing speed? Decreases the friction force. So we have some notes in this point and this point. In case of surface area, we can see the birds during landing on the land. Okay? What will happen to their wings? They stretch their wings or contract their wings? Stretch their wings. Why? Why they stretch their wings? Who can tell me? Yes, no. During landing. Why they stretch their wings? Yes, Ahmed.
To increase friction force.
To decrease? To increase friction force. Excellent. Because the bird increase the surface area, so the friction force increases. So the friction force increases. So, and the vice versa, when decreasing the surface area, the friction force decreases. And the speed also. If we increase the speed,
The
the friction force
increase.
increase, and decreasing speed, the friction force will decrease. Does anybody have a question? I will ask you some questions. Okay? You can take attention with me. Okay. Okay. So who can tell me what's the friction force? Yes, Abd El Rahman.
It is the force that exists between two surface, between the two surface when they touch each other.
Thank you very much. Okay, is it clear? Okay, thank you very much.